What if the person you are right now is just an echo of an old assumption you made about yourself long ago? And what if, for the next 90 days, you could speak a new word, a new truth so powerful it silences that echo forever? This isn't about self-improvement. Self-improvement is a lie. It implies you are broken. You are not broken. You are asleep. And this is your awakening. What you're about to receive isn't a list of tips or a motivational speech. It is a formula, a spiritual technology for selecting a new reality and making it your home. Stay until the end, and the person listening right now will not be the same one who finishes, because the I am within you will have finally been given its instructions. Listen closely. For the next 90 days, you will engage in a sacred covenant with yourself. This isn't a challenge. It's a selection. You are selecting a new reality, a new identity, and you are giving it a 90-day incubation period to become your dominant state of consciousness. Forget who you have been. That person, with their doubts, their fears, their endless procrastination, is a ghost, a memory of a state you no longer occupy. Within these 3 months, a completely different self will be born, not built but revealed. The I am that you truly are is waiting for your unwavering attention. This period is a non-negotiable declaration. It is the line you draw in the sand of your own soul. It is the ultimate act of faith in your own operant power, the power of your imagination to create reality. You are not trying to change. You are allowing the change that you have already selected to manifest without interference. This is the great secret. You already are the person you wish to be. Now you will live in that assumption for 90 days. This is a declaration of war, a silent internal war against every excuse that has held you captive. Think about it. How many times have you started only to stop? How many times has the fire of inspiration turned to the cold ash of inaction? This ends now. These 90 days are your statement to the universe, and more importantly to your own deeper mind, that the games are over. There is no plan B. There is no escape hatch back to the comfortable misery of the old you. Every morning you wake, you are a soldier of the spirit reporting for duty. Your mission? To hold the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to live from the end, to act as if your new reality is already a concrete fact. This isn't about hope. Hope is a beggar. This is about assumption. Assumption is a king. For 90 days you will walk, talk, and breathe from the state of your ideal, made real in the inner world. This is the crucible where your spirit is forged. The power is not in the intensity of a single day, but in the absolute relentless consistency over these 3 months. It's the constant, gentle pressure that turns carbon into a diamond. Each day you follow through, you are not just completing tasks. You are fundamentally reconstructing your internal structure. You are rewiring your mind. You are dissolving old neural pathways of doubt and building superhighways of certainty. This consistency creates a momentum so powerful, so unstoppable, that the old habits and excuses are simply washed away in its tide. They cannot survive in the vibrational atmosphere you are creating. You are building an inertia of success, where right action becomes easier than inaction, where discipline becomes your natural state of being. The first few days may feel like pushing a boulder, but soon, that boulder will be rolling downhill, gathering speed, and you will be directing its immense power. You must burn the old blueprint. Take the mental schematics of your past failures, your perceived limitations, your family's expectations, and society's definitions, and set them ablaze in the fire of your imagination. You are starting anew, not with a blank slate, but with a divine one. Your only blueprint now is your definite chief aim, your grandest assumption. You build with intention, with focus. There is no looking back. The moment you entertain a backup plan, you energize the possibility of failure. You must close all doors except the one that leads to your fulfilled desire. This is the faith that moves mountains. It is the knowing that what you are creating in your inner world has no choice but to project itself onto the screen of space. Your focus is your power. Your unwavering attention to your chosen state is the currency of creation. For 90 days, you invest this currency without hesitation, without doubt. This is not a self-improvement project. It is a spiritual coronation. You are not fixing a broken person. You are remembering the sovereign being that you have always been. These 90 days are a ceremony, a rite of passage from the consciousness of lack to the consciousness of I am. Every action, every thought, every feeling is part of this ritual. You are stepping out of the timeline of becoming and into the eternal now of being. The world you see is nothing more than a reflection of the state you hold within. For 90 days, you will hold the state of your highest self, your most triumphant reality, and you will watch as the world rearranges itself to conform to your assumption. This is the law. The feeling is the key. The transformation isn't coming. It is here. It is now. You are not waiting for it. You are living it. But this inner fire needs a structure to contain its power. Let's go deeper. That fire you feel, it's real. But fire without a container is just chaos. Discipline is the container. Most people live their lives chasing the fleeting high of motivation. They wait to feel like it. They wait for inspiration to strike like lightning. And so they live in cycles of feast and famine, of intense effort followed by long periods of nothing. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are visitors. They come and go. They are unreliable narrators of your power. To build your reality on the shifting sands of motivation is to build a temple doomed to collapse. It is the path of the amateur, the dreamer who never awakens. You are here to awaken. You must understand this truth in your bones. Discipline is the truth. It is the bedrock. It is the unshakable foundation upon which empires of consciousness are built. It is the supreme act of self-love. Discipline demands action regardless of the weather in your soul. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're bored, if you're scared, or if the old voices of doubt are whispering in your ear. Discipline says, "The promise I made to myself is more important than my temporary comfort." It is the bridge between your assumption and its physical manifestation. Every time you choose the disciplined action over the easy distraction, you cast a vote for your new identity. You are declaring to your subconscious mind who is in charge now. You are not a slave to your fleeting emotions. You are the master. I am. This is the operant power in action. It's not about forcing or grinding through with willpower. It's about a calm, centered, powerful choice. The choice to honor the vision you hold within, above all else. This choice, made again and again, is what creates reality. This is how you create inertia. At first, the effort feels immense. It's the rocket ship breaking free from Earth's gravity. It requires immense energy. But once you break through, you enter a new dimension. What was once a struggle becomes your new normal. The discipline creates a current, a flow. The daily effort becomes ease. The struggle transforms into a state of grace. You no longer need to decide whether to do the work. The work simply gets done through you. It becomes an automatic expression of the new state you inhabit. You're not trying to be disciplined. You simply are disciplined. This is the point where the magic happens. This is where your inner world begins to powerfully and rapidly project itself outward. The consistency has built a momentum that now carries you effortlessly toward your highest vision. It's the point of no return, and you must learn to love the resistance. When you feel that internal friction, that pull to return to the old ways, that is not a sign to stop. That is the signal of evolution. It is the proof that you are stretching beyond your old self. Resistance is the whetstone that sharpens the blade of your will. The muscle only grows when it is challenged, when it is torn down to be rebuilt stronger. Your skill is only sharpened when you practice at the edge of your ability. Your identity only shifts when it is tested. So when resistance appears, you do not retreat. You lean into it. You greet it with a quiet smile, knowing it is the harbinger of your own expansion. You say, "Ah, there you are. Thank you for showing me where the growth is." This changes everything. Resistance is no longer an enemy. It becomes your most trusted guide. This 90-day commitment is your training ground. It is where you master the art of conscious selection. You are not just building better habits. You are forging a new soul. You are learning to command your inner states, and therefore to command your world. This discipline is not a punishment. It is your liberation. It is the key that unlocks the door from the prison of your old assumptions. You are moving from a reactive consciousness, tossed about by circumstances and feelings, to a creative consciousness, the calm center from which all things are directed. This is the shift from effect to cause. You are the cause. The power has been within you all along. The discipline doesn't create the power. It simply clears the channel for that power to flow, unobstructed. Now let's give that power a clear direction, a blueprint for its expression. Now we give that disciplined energy its sacred architecture. For these 90 days, your life will be structured around 4 pillars, not as chores, but as rituals. Each pillar supports the others, creating an unbreakable temple for your transformation. The first pillar is your mind. For at least 1 hour each day, you will consciously nourish your mental world. This is non-negotiable. Turn off the noise of the world and turn up the volume of your own soul. Read from the masters, those who understood the law of assumption, who knew the power of the inner world. Fill your consciousness with their wisdom. Then you will journal. You will write down your goals not as distant hopes, but as present realities. You will script your perfect day, feeling every moment of it. You will reflect on the person you are now embodying. This isn't just thinking. It's the conscious act of impressing your subconscious mind with your new state. It is the architectural drawing of the reality you are selecting. The second pillar is your body. Your body is not a vehicle you drag around. It is the physical altar of your spirit. For 30 to 60 minutes every single day, you will move it with intention. It doesn't matter what you do. Run, lift, stretch, walk in nature. What matters is the consciousness you bring to it. Every drop of sweat is a prayer, a declaration of strength and vitality. Every exertion is you claiming dominion over the physical realm. You are not exercising to punish your body, but to celebrate it, to flood it with life force, with energy, with the feeling of power. This physical momentum translates directly into spiritual momentum. As you break through physical barriers, you dissolve mental ones. You are proving to yourself on the most fundamental level that you are a being of immense power and resilience. You are aligning your physical vibration with the vibration of your assumption. This is how the inner world takes root in the outer world. The third pillar is your mission. For a sacred block of 90 minutes each day, you will dedicate yourself to deep, uninterrupted work on your definite chief aim. This is your holy of holies. No phones, no distractions, no excuses. This is the time where you bring your unique gift into the world. If you already know your mission, you pour your entire being into it during this time. You build, you create, you serve. If you do not yet know your mission, then your mission for these 90 minutes is to find it. You will explore, you will learn, you will experiment, you will meditate on the question, what is the highest and best use of my life? This focused effort is a magnet. It will draw to you the ideas, the opportunities, and the clarity you seek. By honoring this pillar, you are telling the universe that you are not just a dreamer. You are a creator. You are an active participant in the divine unfolding. The fourth and final pillar is stillness. In the symphony of action, you must create moments of silence. For 10 to 20 minutes each day, you will do nothing. You will simply be. Sit in a quiet room and close your eyes. This is not about emptying your mind. It's about allowing everything to surface without judgment. Allow the emotions to rise and pass. Allow the mental chatter to play itself out. In this stillness, you are cleansing your inner world. You are creating space. And in that space, your true vision is realigned. It is in the silence between the notes that the music is found. It is in this stillness that you release the frantic energy of trying and enter the calm, knowing state of being. This is where you connect back to the I am, the silent, all-powerful witness within. This is where you remember who you are, beyond the noise and the striving. This stillness is the source of all your power. These 4 pillars, practiced daily without fail for 90 days, create a vortex of transformation. They are the system that ensures your success. Your mind sets the intention. Your body generates the energy. Your mission directs that energy into the world. And your stillness keeps you connected to the source of it all. Each pillar feeds the others. A nourished mind makes your mission clearer. A strong body gives you the stamina for deep work. Your mission gives your life purpose, and stillness provides the wisdom to guide it all. This isn't a rigid schedule. It is a sacred rhythm. It is the daily practice of the person you have already assumed yourself to be. You are not trying to live this way. For these 90 days, this is simply who you are. But having the pillars is not enough. You need to understand the true power that makes them work. Here's what changes everything. Goals are destinations. Systems are the vehicles that get you there. You've been taught to obsess over the goal, the outcome, the destination. But obsession with the destination breeds anxiety and impatience. It keeps your focus on what you lack. The secret, the real operant power, lies in falling in love with the system. The system is your daily structure, the repeatable ritual that guarantees victory. Your goal to transform in 90 days is the destination, but the 4 pillars are the system. You do not focus on the 90th day. You focus only on today, on this single perfect eternal moment. You win today, and you repeat that victory tomorrow. The future is built not by wishing, but by the relentless accumulation of victorious days. Your system is your savior. It removes the need for decision-making. It eliminates the drain of willpower. It makes success an automatic consequence. So you must establish a repeatable daily structure. Your subconscious mind loves ritual. It learns through repetition. Design your day with intention. Know what time you will wake up. Create a morning routine that anchors you in your power. Perhaps your stillness and mind pillar work. Block out your 90-minute mission. Schedule your body pillar. Create an evening ritual that allows you to reflect, give thanks, and prepare your consciousness for a night of restorative creation in the imaginal realm. This structure is not a prison. It is your freedom. It's a framework that allows your creative energy to flow powerfully instead of being scattered by the chaos of a reactive life. Your daily system is your declaration that you are the conscious creator of your days, not a passive observer of them. For 90 days, your schedule is sacred. You are its master and it serves your highest aim, and you must track your progress, not as a form of judgment, but as a source of power. Get a calendar and put it on your wall, a big one. Every single day that you execute your 4 pillars, you put a giant X over that day. Your only job is not to break the chain. Imagine that chain of discipline growing longer and stronger each day. It becomes a visual representation of your new identity. It is undeniable proof of your commitment. When the old voice of doubt whispers, "You can't do this," you will simply look at that chain and know the truth. You are already doing it. This simple act reinforces your new state of consciousness. It feeds your belief in yourself. It makes the identity shift from a future hope to a present fact. You are not becoming a disciplined person. The chain proves that you are one. Recognize this powerful truth. A mistake is not a failure if you correct it immediately. You are human. There may be a day where you falter. The old you would use this as an excuse to quit entirely. The cycle of self-sabotage. But the new you, the one who understands the law, you will not allow one broken link to destroy the entire chain. If you miss a pillar, you do not wait until tomorrow to get back on track. You get back on track now immediately. You course correct in the very next moment. Consistency is not about being perfect. It's about being relentless in your return to the path. The power isn't in never falling. It's in rising so quickly that your momentum is never truly lost. This is the grace of a true creator. You acknowledge the slip, you instantly realign with your assumption, and you move forward. No guilt, no shame. Only the calm, powerful selection of your chosen state. Your system is the womb for your new self. It is the controlled environment where your assumption can grow, undisturbed, into a hard physical fact. You must trust it completely. Surrender the need to constantly check for external results. The results are an inevitable byproduct of a flawless system executed with faith. Your work is not to worry about the harvest. Your work is to tend the soil, to plant the seeds, to water them every single day. That is all. The law does the rest. For these 90 days, you live entirely within your system. You embody the feeling of the person who lives this way naturally. You find joy in the process, in the structure, in the discipline itself. Because you know that within this simple, repeatable structure lies the very power that creates worlds. But this system cannot operate in a void. It needs one final critical element to ensure its success. Now go deeper. Understand this fundamental law. Your environment is never neutral. It is either a garden or a swamp. It is either nourishing the seed of your new assumption, or it is choking it with weeds. For these 90 days, you must become a ruthless curator of your reality. You must design your environment for inevitable success. Your inner world, your consciousness, is the ultimate creative power, but the outer world constantly seeks to impress its limitations upon you. Your job is to build a fortress around your sacred aim, a space where your new identity is the only truth that is allowed to exist. This begins with a great cleansing, a deliberate elimination of every distraction that drains your divine energy and pulls you back into the state you are leaving behind. You must be ruthless. Take your phone, that portal of endless distraction, and neuter it. Turn off every notification that does not serve your mission. Delete the addictive apps that steal your time and attention for nothing in return. Look at the information you consume. The news designed to keep you in a state of fear and outrage? Stop watching it. The mindless content that numbs your imagination? Stop consuming it. This extends to your human interactions, the draining conversations, the gossip, the friends who constantly remind you of your old limitations. You must lovingly, but firmly, create distance. You are not abandoning them. You are prioritizing the birth of your true self. Your attention is the light of your awareness. For 90 days, you will stop shining that light on anything that does not align with the reality you are creating. Once you have eliminated the negative, you must consciously construct the positive. Transform your living and working areas into what I call strategy rooms. Your environment must become a constant reminder of your mission, of the person you are now. If your goal is wealth, your space should feel orderly, abundant, and inspiring. If your goal is health, your desk should not be cluttered with junk food. Place your written goals where you will see them every single morning and every single night. Surround yourself with the books, the images, the sounds, and the tools that belong to your future self. Your physical space must become a mirror of your desired inner state. When your outer world reflects your inner world, the assumption hardens into fact with breathtaking speed. You are aligning every aspect of your reality with one single powerful intention. You must learn to guard your time and energy as sacred territory. They are your two most precious creative assets. For these 90 days, your yes must be earned, and your no must be swift and without apology. Every request for your time, every invitation, every new project must be passed through a single filter. Does this serve my 90-day mission? If the answer is not a resounding yes, then it must be an immediate no. This is not selfishness. It is the highest form of service to your own soul's calling. Protecting your time and energy is what creates the space for clarity to emerge. It is what allows you to execute your 4 pillars with excellence. When you stop giving your power away to trivialities, you will be astonished at the immense reservoir of strength you have within you. This decisiveness is the hallmark of a true creator. This act of designing your environment is not a superficial task. It is a profound spiritual practice. You are declaring that your inner selection is more real than the outer world's suggestions. You are creating a bubble, a vortex, a sacred incubator where your new state of consciousness can gestate and be born, strong and fully formed. You are treating your vision with the reverence it deserves. You are becoming a guardian of your own transformation. You are signaling to the universe, through your actions, that you are absolutely serious about this. You are no longer hoping for change. You are no longer waiting for permission. You are architecting the conditions for your own rebirth. You are taking the operant power, the I am within you, and giving it a perfectly aligned world in which to express itself. This is the final key: the commitment, the discipline, the system, and the environment. This is the unbreakable formula for permanent change. The old echo is gone. You are now vibrating at a new frequency. This is not a memory to be stored. It is a state to be lived from. Feeling is the key, and what you feel now is the blueprint for your tomorrow. So I ask you, what reality are you selecting right now? Let me know in the comments below what shifted inside you during this transmission. Your declaration gives it power. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, because the awakening has just begun. And if this stirred something deep within you, the next video is not a suggestion. It's your next step. Click it now and go deeper.